And a new report says more students could be eligible for a scholarship that helps them pay for private school, while lawmakers are now facing an unexpected challenge. And that is our top story tonight at 6 o'clock, folks. More families could soon be able to apply for the Georgia Promise Scholarship.
This scholarship was meant for students who attend some of the state's lowest performing schools, but the agency created a run to the program, recently announcing a much wider scope. 11 Live's Molly Oak joining us live outside of the Capitol tonight. So, Molly, how many students could be eligible for this now?
Well, guys, the state is now looking at hundreds of thousands of students being eligible for the $6,500 vouchers, and that's a lot more than lawmakers expected.
The Georgia Promise Scholarship, an option for students to use public funds for private schooling. The scholarship is for up to $6,500. Recipients can use that money to pay for things like private school tuition or homeschooling expenses. The application is expected to open up early next year, with funding reportedly available on or after July 1st. The law capped spending at $144 million for public schools. If all students received the full voucher amount, that equates to a little more than 22,000 vouchers. But the Associated Press found that thanks to a new interpretation of the law, more than 400,000 students could be eligible to apply. The Georgia Education Savings Authority is tasked with overseeing the program. Here are its new eligibility rules. Students must be enrolled in the Georgia public school this school year or entering kindergarten next year. The student's parents must live in Georgia for a year or more unless active duty military, and the student must live in a Georgia public school attendance zone on the Governor's Office of Student Achievement's list of the 25% lower performing public schools. The words attendance zone are important because that includes not just schools that made the list, it also includes other schools in the same zone. For example, if a high school makes the list, elementary and middle school students in the same attendance zone could also apply for the scholarship. Here's the thing, while that list was previously published, it's since been taken down, with no word on when it will be published again. The Governor's Office of Student Achievement sent us this statement earlier this week. We are highly cognizant of the importance of the Promise Act school list for schools and their communities. Currently, we are conducting a multi-layer validation of the data to ensure accuracy of the list. Once the validation has been completed, the list will be shared. However, when we followed up with them today, they told us the governor's office would have to answer any and all questions about the list.
We reached out to the governor's office today, but as of now, we have not heard back yet. Reporting live in Atlanta, Molly Oak, 11 Live News.
All right, Molly, thank you so much. We also know that school voucher programs are becoming more common nationwide, with other states like Arizona, Florida, Iowa, and Ohio passing vouchers that are actually available to all students, regardless of school performance or family income. The AP reports that applications in those states far exceeded expectations and led to much higher cost.